Spoiler, Denji dies at the beginning of the movie and Power is now the protagonist. Hey everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm the Monio, the interdimensional demon who talks about Chainsaw Man the most on YouTube, and you're on my channel. Seriously, this movie is shallow enough to lower your expectations and make you expect nothing but frantic fights. It's deep enough to make you care, but not so much that it's satisfying, which makes it a bit frustrating. However, I would say the movie is a good adaptation of the manga, except for the censored parts, but let's take it one step at a time. This film subverted my expectations in several ways. I thought that because it was an adaptation of a manga arc, the film would probably just be episodes from the anime spliced together, and that it wouldn't have a film-like structure, with a beginning, middle, and end, and character development. But to my surprise, this film works very well as a film, with 3 well-defined acts. It's almost as if this entire Reze'S arc had been written with a feature-length film in mind, as it focuses almost 100% on this character, so that other characters, like Power, barely appear or have very little screen time, like Aki and Nakima. So we can say that the film is basically about Reze'S. Everything revolves around this character, and that's both good and bad. Don't get me wrong, I like Reze'S. She's a very interesting character with a lot of potential for development. The problem is that we don't get that development throughout the film. The plot is basically Reze'S meeting Denji and apparently having a romantic interest in him, and then we get a plot twist and a lot of fighting until the end. And I wish this character had been better developed, so we could understand her motivation and what she really wanted. The film does this very subtly, which is good, but still very superficially. For example, there's a scene where Reze'S asks Denji if he prefers being a city mouse or a country mouse. Denji says he prefers being a city mouse, since although it's riskier, there's more delicious food there. Reze'S responds that being a country mouse is better, for a more peaceful life. At the end of the film, we discover that she was indeed like the country mouse, as she accepts Denji's proposal to run away with him, only to be prevented in a very sad way. Denji's relationship with her was interesting, showing that he's just a naive boy who likes pretty girls, but still manages to awaken something in her that makes her consider living that life, just like the country mouse. If all these conflicts had been more developed and explored in depth, the film would have been excellent, as the entire technical aspect is incredibly well done, with high-quality animation, frenetic action scenes, and plenty of violence. And something that makes me sad is that Reze'S was a character who was basically created to have the fate she had in this film. Just like Himeno, who was also a character with enormous potential, but who had a very short participation in the story. In Reze'S case, she could have been even better utilized due to her powers, which are visually very cool, and the insane look she has. Seriously guys, the detail of her pulling the pin on her choker as if it were a grenade is really cool. The film is a little over an hour and a half long, and from the middle onwards, it focuses mainly on fights and action scenes. It's definitely a good watch. It has had some controversy regarding the cutting of some scenes to lower the rating, such as the scenes of Denji and Reze'S swimming in the school pool. There are several scenes that were animated, shown in the trailer but not in the final cut of the film. However, this film will probably be re-edited to become anime episodes. Anyway, and if you've watched the first season of the Chainsaw Man anime, I highly recommend it. You'll enjoy it. But what about you? Have you seen the Reze'S arc film? Do you also agree that she was underutilized? Leave a comment, and if you liked the video, subscribe to see more content. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.